Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, ladies and gents. We're live tonight. Little BRM Gaming episode, whatever it is. And we're sitting 0-3. It has not been good. It has not been a good season. Probably not going to end a good season. So, it could get ugly. It already is ugly. What's up, Wesley Garber? But we're going to try to get a win tonight. We're going to also try to start our relocation. This is a team that we are going to relocate, which hopefully, I believe, is week 5. So we'll be able to make that decision tonight, even though the decision's kind of already made up. But how's everybody doing tonight? Welcome in. Appreciate you guys watching. See if we can get a win tonight. Maybe 2. We might win 2 games tonight. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. We could win 2. Win 2. Win 2. Let's win 2 games. See if we get a couple wins. What's happening with Madden? I see the NFL logo.
Wesley Garber.
Hey, Wesley.
BRM
that
title shot, please, Mac.
Let's go, man. Thank you, Wesley. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Much, much, much love to you. This Madden has frozen, apparently. If I take my camera off, you can see the... Thank you, Wesley. Let me remove my camera. You'll be able to see. See the NFL? The 23? It's loading. It's loading. Okie dokie. Well. I don't know. That's weird. Why do you like watching that? That's weird. Okay, rebooting. Take 2. Oh, you're sick? You're sick, Garber?
EA Sports, within the game.
103? Holy smokes, man. That's high. That is running hot. You're almost 104. Jeez. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. Now, apparently, Madden don't even work. Sitting 0-3 after coming off a Super Bowl. I got to thinking about this. I'm one of those that's like, oh, no updates. Please don't update the game. Please, Madden, don't update. We're 1-3 with our 1 win being the Super Bowl since the update was released. We've never won a regular season game since that update came out. I mean, granted, it's only 3 games, but still yet. We're taking on the 3-0 Washington Commanders. I just started this game. And it said, now you need a right guard. I was just, what is happening? What is happening with this game? Jets won against the Bengals? No. All right, Phil Haynes, you're not any good, but apparently we're losing everybody on the line. could upgrade players. Jermaine Johnson. I like Jermaine Johnson. So we made a lot of trades in our last episode, too. We had to make a lot of moves. We lost 20-19 to the Cowboys. Here we go. Once again, going to try to play Washington. Doesn't work this time. Stream is over. Come on, Madden. What's up with you, James? Hey, there it is. Hey, Tack, what's up?
It's week 4 of the 2023 season. Coming up, we'll see Carson Wentz. You can't ask for much more than his last game. A 5-touchdown effort.
5 touchdowns
It's
for
the
Wentz?
Commanders and the Jets, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place.
Man, we got a lot of games on the road. Jeez. This is road heavy to start season 2.
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4.
I'm sure. Momentum's not on our side right now, I'll tell you that
to
much.
return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
Oh, that's right. You had off today, didn't you, James?
I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's getting.
Is Texas back? Or are they rebuilding?
How much fun was that to watch that
I think
game
they're still
tape,
rebuilding.
The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
I would say
But 0
rebuilding until they get that
interceptions.
big
So I think
dub.
he's due to throw a pick, but I'm betting they continues to
I think they're
streak in this
close,
game.
though, for sure.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
Okay, let's see what the Commanders have. This is an undefeated Commanders team. Right? What's up, Kendig? Undefeated Commanders
A
team.
quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Play action. Now wins.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's the Carson Wentz we know. Right, James?
Third play here, this opening drive.
Right?
Are up against a 3rd and 5. Now wins.
Absolutely not. Sauce. Gardner on the coverage. Texans beat the Jags 30-24. We really haven't looked at standings a whole lot because we've been so bad ourselves. We haven't had a chance to look, but we'll be back.
Last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards
That'll
that
take us a
time.
minute.
And the Jets will take over.
That kind of a game you can play with little man. Really?
To take over for the first time.
Okay, we don't want to see Zach Wilson's stats in the last game.
From BYU at Zach Wilson.
And it's funny how we always talk about how
Let's not show the crowd that.
Into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time. Teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today was determined to end that slide right now.
Tell you what, losing some of our linemen has really hurt.
Win for him and his team.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. That's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brees Hall going to get enough for the first down. Move the chains.
And he is going to have a Jets first down.
Pokemon?
He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down.
Not
as a
so
gain of
much.
5 yards. The Jets had 0-3 here to begin.
Oh, you went past Northern Iowa? Hey, there you go.
This early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10,
Get our ground game going. Get that cooking up.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw.
Wow.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I don't even know what that is, James.
Well, he had to fit that into
Sorry.
a pretty tight window.
I have no idea what that even is.
Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees.
I wish I knew what that was.
Those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot.
Stockcar, what's up? Welcome in.
The numbers in last
Good to
week's
see
ball
ya.
game for Robinson. 18 carries, 78 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its
Boom! Let's go. They get home to Wentz. Sack, down he goes. The Jets.
Down he goes.
Brings up 3rd down to 14.
Multiple players combined for their
Elam's
team's
done pretty
first
good.
sack of the game. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack.
I'll bring up 4th and down. So right now,
for Robinson, and he can only
been a
manage
defensive
to
game.
take
The
this
Cowboys
thing
are
to the
also sitting
38,
3-0 right
well
now.
shy
So
of
the
the
Commanders
first down.
definitely need
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner
GBR.
on the return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again on 2nd down. Brought down to 37. 4 yards to pick up 1st down. Now it's Wilson.
Upset predictions. I haven't even looked at the schedule. I haven't even had time to look at the schedule yet, James. So unfortunately, I don't have that information. Just haven't had time to look, man.
They're pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Attaboy. Moore hauls it in.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
Boy.
A gain there of 21 yards. From Commanders territory now,
Vanderbilt
it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I know. Kansas, man.
To throw is Wilson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to get
really
this
need
down
this
to
one.
about the 37.
Got to work our way back
There are
into the
numbers for
playoffs,
Samuel
right?
from that game last week. 7 catches, 134 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
To throw again is Wilson. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Walker now on 1st and 10. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup.
All right, that was
That
a
will
quick
go
move
as
in
a
first quarter.
pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. No score after 1.
I think
on
Kansas
EA
beats Duke
Sports.
tomorrow. Kansas is tough.
The Jets with the football here to start the
I
2nd
was
quarter.
impressed with them.
As they've got it with a
Texas will
2nd
be
and
Texas
3
Tech.
forthcoming. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at
Get
the
some momentum.
11.
Get some momentum now. Get that
4
momentum meter
yards
going.
to pick up 1st down.
Come on, we're not 0-3. Come on.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Wilson.
Absolutely. Beautiful.
Got a man.
Debo.
Touchdown, Jets. Debo Samuel His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point
There
by
we go.
Sly
There
is
we
up
go.
and good.
Hey,
It's
look at
now
that,
a
huh?
7-0 game.
All you poor souls that came in tonight to watch some football, you're seeing maybe
And it's
the beginning of a run
who
here.
caps things with a touchdown reception.
Thanks for the 5 likes, by the way,
Joey
too.
Sly now to kick
Appreciate it,
off
Wesley
after the
Garber.
touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Well, now how about this return? And
Yes,
they're gonna
Sean.
have
I
good
think that's the
starting
plan.
Field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz.
Yikes.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
Yikes.
And nothing but green
Well, that was
grass
quick.
here, middle of the field.
Curtis
Touchdown,
Samuel ties it up.
Washington. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it
One
was off
play,
to the races,
64
and once he hit
yards.
high gear,
Tie
there's
game.
absolutely no
Philadelphia.
one who was gonna stop
James
him.
is
And we
3-0.
see
They're
here
taking on
the
Miami. They're
next gen stats, He was
14-7.
able to take that nearly 60 yards after the catch.
And no return on this one. It's a
gracious.
fair catch, a signal for and take it.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner. Knowing you
I
just
know,
won
I
the
saw
battle
no
against the
fiend, yeah.
opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee
Another
you all they
video.
want to
That
do is
video
get back
thing's
out
probably
there
going to play
because
on
they know they have the
forever,
upper hand
too.
on that
Isn't it?
defense right now.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now Wilson. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down.
I bet that
but he
video
does
thing
have
plays on for
first
multiple
down
weeks.
yardage. It'll go as a gain of
Probably
6
till the
that
pay-per-view,
time. It moves
right,
the chains
Lucas?
As well. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
Go Hall. Way to run tough.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
Ooh.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. After the incompletion,
Oh, I think they
here
will.
now 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker.
I think they'll add it,
And he
James.
gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Able to get what they need to
Because,
keep
you know,
the drive
14
going
had it.
with a
I think I'd be,
6-yard
you know,
pickup
I think
on
it'd be,
3rd
I think it'll
down.
be kind of a updated version of 14 with a new engine.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
Walker picks up another first down, and they're starting to move the chains here
Not quite to the 35.
and revert back maybe to their identity. You know, that year one, we had a good identity of running the football. Got to keep that up.
Again, it's Walker.
Pounds ahead again for 5.
About 5 yards down to the 32.
No sense in changing it. We do get the ball after halftime, so might as well keep it rolling on the ground, right?
Hall on to give up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 41 yards now on the
So the
ground.
cats don't
Just
come to your
7
house then,
carries.
right, James? You
Yeah,
got to go
once
over there and
more,
feed them.
Strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost.
Your
behind the
roommates would be like,
defensive
why are you
line.
bringing these
But once he
cats
made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to
First,
throw.
Debo's going to get the first down, and that'll
And they're gonna
be
have another
huge to
first
take more
down
time off
here
the
as
clock before the
tackle's
half.
made
Again,
at
we are
Washington's
0-3.
14. Able to
Season
convert
2.
on 3rd and 14. A terrific
Relocation
play call. That's the
franchise.
receiver in the NFL in terms of
We'll move in the
yardage, and
Jets
tell you what,
out
if
of
he
New
won't
York.
plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
People like the
happens when you have competitors
Giants
running
more
around the
anyway.
field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
Oh, Walker just can't get in there.
He'll be close to a first
And
down
that'll bring
as
up
he
4th down
runs
and
into
2.
a
We'll take the
wall
3,
right
go to
on
half
the
with
line
the
of
lead.
scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sly able to put
Let's
this
go.
one
Come on,
through.
Jets.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break.
What have they got, 8 rushing
As we'll
yards?
get you down the coast to
They
Orlando
have
for
1 big
Jonathan
pass
Coachman
play for
and our
60.
EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right,
fine.
Brandon, thanks
Doing just
very much.
fine.
A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And the Patriots have the lead in the
Dang, we
final
need the Patriots
stages
to lose.
before halftime. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Nick Chubb, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they trail the visiting Eagles at halftime.
There it is, James. There it is.
Tom
What's up,
Brady,
Parker?
sharp as
I did
ever.
see that, James.
He's
That's
got
awesome.
2
Are you
touchdown
plan on doing it?
passes.
Might as
On
well.
now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half
Better.
for the Jets.
Better do it.
And they've had
That's
some
a good
success on the
opportunity
ground.
for you.
And with the lead going into the second half,
I
they'll
would
no
definitely
doubt be
take it.
looking to keep it going.
You better.
Meanwhile, for Washington, they did even less on the ground as they've struggled to get the run game going.
And we'll jump right over
That's enough
halftime
halftime
and keep
mumbo
the
jumbo.
game going here in week 4. Second
Time
half
for half
kickoff,
number
ready
2.
to go.
You have to? You have to take it.
And the Jets set to receive this
Jeez,
third quarter
James.
kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. So here are the Jets now to
is it
take
just
over.
one 3-hour
They're
course that you're
trying
taking?
to snap that 3-game losing streak on
ain't
top
bad.
so far with
Is
the
it?
football here, 1st and 10. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
If we lose this
Not a
game,
whole lot
we're
there.
not
The
winning
defense
another
was
game
ready.
all
It looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Oh, my gosh.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Getting
Don't get
impatient.
the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better.
You got your shirt today,
2 weeks
Tack?
in a row, you have a job as long as
Do you
want
like
one
it?
in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face
Be
it, it's not
honest.
just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the
Be honest
30-yard
now.
line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Come
Now a
on.
handoff to start it out.
Dude.
Robinson. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
See that wide open pass? Is that not on the rail?
Back to Robinson now on first down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets.
Make a
42.
play, Gardner.
That one goes for 13 yards.
Seriously,
and it
make
moves
a
sticks.
play.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Be the Wentz we all love.
5 now from the 37. Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New York set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They'll run again here.
So there's no way we're making that tackle.
Look at those stick skills. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Wentz now on first down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. That time a 6-play drive, and it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Well,
now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45. They'll give to Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We have played 3 quarters. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Completes it to Samuel.
Unreal, Nick.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson's
I hate that.
caught by Wilson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Again, Wilson. And check down, complete to Hall. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. There's Wilson to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Darn it.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, we're at about 95% chance.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Oh, my gosh. Do not break that tackle. I was about to say.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's Tressway now.
He still broke that first one.
For Washington. Here's Berrios. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Jets set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's going to go down again. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
What?
And intercepted. Wilson
No, I didn't
started
see
the
this
game.
on James.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to have to protect the
EA
football
Sports.
and take his
It's in the
lumps here
game.
at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher.
Need a
3rd and long
pick-6.
coming up. Now Wentz. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that's one of those calls where you play it safe, but you're hoping that maybe something might spring for you because instead of forcing ball downfield on 3rd and long, maybe you can hit them with something underneath, break a tackle or two, pick up a block, and see what happens. Now here, the good job reading the screen, and it sets up 4th down. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So here's Wilson and the Jets.
Safety.
Down 21-10, 2:09 to play. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's good for a pickup
James,
of
I think
10
this is it. If
yards.
it's not it, let me
And
know.
they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
Matt Ryan is a 73, huh? Done. Wilson out. Trey Lance in. Done. I'm over it. I'm over it. Time to make moves. We made a move. Done. Done. Hey, Wilson, you want a Super Bowl? I'm done. I'm done with him. Gotta try something. Nick's loving it. You know what? I mean, what do you know? Like, I'm over him. I'm over it. It's Trey Lance's time now. Trey Lance. Only if you want to.
Situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a good
I just can't look at Wilson anymore. If you beat Mike Tyson, I'll show it on air right now. Big
the
Mac.
first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror.
Big Mac's
and
playing.
Off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
You ain't beating Mike
It is
Tyson,
fielded
dude.
right at the goal line.
You ain't beating him.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So now here comes
You're not
the
beating
Jet
Mike
offense
Tyson.
as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
On the set. Ultra. Set.
They'll run with
Trey
Walker
Lance
to
making
begin the drive. And he'll take this
his
one up
first
to about
start
the 23.
as a New York Jets.
The numbers for Walker from last
Will be
week's
leading
effort,
us
11 carries, 53 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a
into
row
our
now.
destination,
They've
our
gotta start thinking a little bit
relocation.
differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you
Look at this.
establish
Look at
your
this.
game.
The receivers want to play for it.
7 yards there and a first down. The Jets at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. Yeah, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner in this league without a victory,
Look at this. They
it
want
gets
to play
tough
for
come
it,
to
Dad.
work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder
They
about your
want
job
to
security
play
as well.
On the
for
tackle
Trey
there,
Lance.
Zach Sealer
They don't
out
want
of
to play
Ferris
for
State.
Wilson anymore.
Go ultra. Ready.
From the 35 on second down.
Okay, well,
Lance,
you know, Trey, that's all right.
incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone.
Debo Trey connection.
Exactly that, knocking that pass.
Ah! Debo's won it.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice
Finally,
play.
we break a
And
tackle.
that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
His throw incomplete.
Okay, Thad, I like that. I
And
like
we'll
that.
see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside.
I got
third
Thad
of
on
the
board.
field,
Chat was
especially
pretty
against
quiet.
man coverage. At that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and
Please
8
don't do
coming up.
anything.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Watch out now. 50. Hey, check mega. Steal, black. Hustle.
Throwing his lance on third down. Over the middle and into the hands
Late
of
hit? Is that a late hit?
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled
Oh
down
my
at the
goodness.
line.
Oh, it's that Wilcox. That
He's trying to
rookie
protect his
tackle.
quarterback's blind side.
Still third
Got
down.
nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This
It's
time
all right.
they did.
And he'll only get this to the 14.
Not a
as
bad
he'll
drive
come
for
up
Trade
well
Company,
short of
though.
the first down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Why can I not see my... Okay, whatever.
Sly able to put this one through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
Why does my kicker's arrow go away when I'm at home?
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all
I could see
year
if it goes
long.
away if the wind is
Converts
like
on that one as well.
perfect
And kudos
or
to
something.
you.
I don't know with
You
the
didn't
weather,
jinx
but
it.
or if it's like if you're in a hostile environment. But I'm at home. Why is my...
And it'll come out to
Oh
the 25.
gosh, Tyreek Hill.
So here come the Dolphins
this will
now
be
as
fun.
they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by
Go
their
get him.
rookie
Go get him.
quarterback.
Yeah!
Under a heavy rush,
We ain't
and
done.
down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now on third and long, they'll look
fine.
to throw. Man over
Let's
one
go.
side,
Great stop by the defense.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He
Defense
stops at the
finally
25.
starting to play with a little bit of
It's a
passion.
gain of
Come on,
9, but
boys.
it's
I'd
also
fire
gonna
my
be a
defensive
punt
coordinator
here
if I
on their
could.
opening drive. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
I'd fire him. I'd get rid of him.
Taking it about the 36.
Barrios.
They'll score that a 36-yard
Good
punt.
start
And it will
for
be
Trey
first and
Lance,
10
the
as
new
they
Jets
take over.
quarterback.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
Wilson out
They've
in
got
a
3-0
shocking
lead
turn of
in the
events.
football as they start first and 10. Here's Walker. to
And
start
nice
the
run by
drive.
Walker. Walker puts his shoulder into him.
Past him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of
Starting to
bounds.
see a whole new look Jets
The
team.
previous
Yeah.
run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Go, 10, you, yellow. Red, yellow.
Should be
Here's
there.
Lance to throw it.
Oh, good thing I take
The
the sack.
Dolphins
Not gonna.
get there this time, and they bring him down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
On the ready.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Ultra. Black shot. Check two.
Throwing now is Lance. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
Black ultra. Ready?
And Lance going to throw. And he's going to
That's
have to
pretty
eat
fast.
this one as down he goes. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable option.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of
Debo is a
6.
stud.
Click and scroll, I can't let you go. They say I'm addicted to you. Click and scroll, I can't let you go. They
Conklin.
say I'm addicted
Look at the power
to you.
fight.
This ain't love, no, no. This ain't love, no, no. This is our
James is a son. Song,
Last
James.
drive, hoping this second go-around ends in.
Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers.
Debo got it. Debo. Let's go, baby.
Debo Samuel his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I think if you
Trey Lance to Debo.
defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first.
And the change.
Off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Due to the change.
Joey slide.
Yeah, we're relocating after the game.
Touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Relocation
Well, partner,
after
forward
the
with you
game.
for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does
James,
that change
that's
how they manage the
new song,
rest of
new
this
song.
one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days.
I played it in like the first 2 words.
On the field. So now a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
No way.
He's
I was
gonna
about
let
to
this
say.
go.
Dude,
Back
that
in
was
the
in the
end zone.
5th row.
Incomplete
Who's
on
their
the
quarterback,
deep
by the way?
ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call
that really
was
does
not
look
to
like
pick
Mike
up the first
Gundy.
down. It was to accomplish what they did
They
to
got
get them into a manageable 3rd down.
They got a
because
rookie QB?
They had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the
Nope.
sticks.
Let's go.
So to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd down
Goody?
throw. but
Goody?
he misses
Goody's
the
his name?
target. Incomplete.
Yellow, Smith red, check right, opposite, green.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and they will not cut
Oh, I'm
into
feeling
that
good about
10-point
this
lead.
trade.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try to work from 56 yards,
sorry, Wilson.
you know everything's got to come off
I liked you.
perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely
Throw
to
it
go
away.
through. And that one lines up no good.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard. So
there's
now
Tua.
they deal
Tua's on
with
the
3rd
bench.
and
There he
11.
is.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Here it is, James. This is good. This is good. What's up, Scoter? Scoter, what's up, man?
And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is
OC, what's up?
the ball for a little while.
Scoter's back. I need a new redeem.
Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Scoter's back. Scoter is back.
Again, they run with Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back in the 22. The Jets are going to use the first down. It's just a first down, 2 remaining here.
We'll see if we can get this last. Touchdown. Debo lighting him up today. 5 receptions, $115. You can tell he missed his QB.
This next drive, making his presence felt early in this one. First half already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense. He's getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance, they'll set up the screen for Hall. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake. Lance. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield.
I can't remember.
and forced the incompletion.
Now Lance again. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run with Hall.
Good.
Room here to run. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And Lance now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Back to the ground with Hall. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
What?
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Okay, right.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Lance.
Gosh, man.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
Game-changing pick.
He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now, things may have changed for them.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing.
Dude, it's amazing how many Syracuse fans I know that are Dolphins fans. That's so nuts.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time.
Oh, about to say, I know it's Tyreek, but
knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize.
I know it's Tyreek, but
and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On second,
come on.
This is Edmonds. And he is met quickly
like
in
Moses
the
here.
backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line.
Yeah, what's up with the Syracuse-Miami Dolphins tonight? There's definitely something there.
Good. Flushed out right. Oh, looking for
Fins up to this. Fins up to that.
And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Hey, check mega. Blue check. Strike. Check.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not
Oh my
playing to
goodness.
protect leads,
Wow.
teams playing to extend them.
Touchdown!
Let's go. Way to answer back. Row the boat.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Oh, very cold, James, yeah. Getting down to 40-some tonight, I think.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one.
Which is great.
Out to the 25.
I love it.
I'm
tired of the heat, man. I'm tired of the 110-plus stuff. But
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, that's it.
Trey Greenlaw, the Niner again.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
You gotta be kidding me!
Quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Trying the left side with Walker. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead.
Okay, Trey. Okay, Conklin.
And they've got it inside.
I don't make that play with Wilson.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Up to you. Up to the top. Up.
Here's Walker. Pushes him over. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Trey Lance, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Jets take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there.
That's a broken ankle.
They've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
James says, what if we were like Bears?
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Back to throw. Good.
Oh, that is, see, that animation.
And he is going to have the Dolphins
that?
1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down. Good. Going to look deep for Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Edmonds, running to the right. Looking for a crease, can't find one.
Well, boys, we're going to win a game tonight.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Good. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Drinking a little
this defense, Charles,
interception juice.
Interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, just plastering to
how
receivers
many
with their
DBs have you ever seen do this? Where's Sauce at? How many DBs you ever see do this in a game? How many? Get out of here. I don't want this. Like, seriously, come on, Madden. What is this? This is like, okay, in the coding, slap the ball when Sauce could easily just put his hands up and catch the ball. Sauce could grab the ball here. Like, it's right to him. Grab the ball. What are you slapping it for? And then it's just magnetic interception. This is what happens in this game. Yink. Oh, my goodness. I mean, that even helped me, and I still think it's bad.
Touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going
Taxes, he does that. All right, at least someone does.
And they come up with a pick right there.
As long as someone out in the entire,
22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second
United
down.
States still slaps the ball like that, then I will be okay.
I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher.
All right, here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The Jets on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Let's go now. Max.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jets have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Hey, 3-touchdown day by Trey. I'll take that.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
I think it's because they have a rookie
Joey
QB.
Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
At least we're not going 0-5.
And they'll put up the
Zach Wilson
there as his
out.
guys will get
Trey Lance
at the 25. And now this offense
New York
comes back
Lance.
out onto the field.
You know, I did want a new
Just
quarterback,
looking
though,
ahead, it would
when I
appear
make
that
my
that bye
move.
week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Good. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10. Good. And that'll be knocked away.
There's that slappy again.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now a give to Edmonds. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Again, it's Walker.
Are they 3 and 1?
He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that.
I didn't even look.
Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I like that play. Gonna get a hold of us.
Tight end.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
On second down, it's Walker. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter.
That's been game for a while.
One-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Miami set to take over. This one certainly
How do you
has
like
not
McDaniel?
gone according to script. You would have thought on
Dolphin
paper
fan.
that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I'm a nerdy dude, but man, I think he's a good coach.
To throw on 2nd down. Good. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. Good. And it's a
San Antonio will be good.
And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Oh, I should put Jordan.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
Why does he loft it?
They'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Catch me, Tyreek.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a
like him? Scoter?
Knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback, he stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Hey, we get a win. Hey, let's go.
Faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win,
Yeah,
but
McDaniel
their
throws his
offense was
play
on
sheet.
fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top
41-14.
speed
Jets
is,
get it done. We're
all those
moving on.
high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get
Well,
into?
we needed that. Trey had a
This
pretty good day,
offense,
though. 281
they
yards,
certainly
3
were there in this
touchdowns,
one, huh?
2
Everything
picks.
clicking for them in this contest, the kind of
Oh,
performance.
Kyle
that they're
Good
gonna
was not so
cherish.
good. Oh,
So for the
full
Jets,
touchdown interception ratio. Not a good night for him. Not a good quarterback. I have a feeling they're going to struggle. But gosh, if they were 3-1, maybe the division isn't as good as I thought. Start relocation. Yes. The Dolphins were leading the division at 3-1. James was right. The Dolphins were leading the division at 3-1. Oh, it's time to relocate. View available cities: London, Mexico City, Toronto, Orlando, Salt Lake City, Brooklyn, Memphis, Chicago, Sacramento, Columbus, Portland, Austin, Dublin, Houston, Loyal. Oh, I've wanted this. We're going to Houston, boys. You're officially moving the franchise after this season, but why do you assume they'll be more successful there than here? Because it's a good business, and that will head a much bigger football market. At the end of the day, it was hard to get free agents to come here. We'll have a new stadium, a new city, so it's easier to sell. I get that many of our fans are upset, but long term brings in. We're going to Texas. We're going to Texas. I'm going to Portland, baby. Not Portland, Houston. I just read that. Ed Oliver is still negotiating. What was he mad about last time? $25. How about 5 years? $11. Boom. Oliver's in. He's young, 25 years old. No, Haynes, no, I don't want you. I'm sorry. Bryce Hall, 25 years old. He's kind of a must. We'll go 5 years for him. He wants 8.65. Boom. Ashton Davis is a must. Barrios is a maybe. No. No. Denzel Mims. No. Okay. Okay. We've chosen to go to Houston. I'm taking over the Oilers. It's been no secret. Choose a name. Oh, yes. Let's go, baby. Good. Impact blocking for our linemen. Gosh, if we beat the Bills, man, we're right back in it. All we got to do is win the AFC East. We were right there. We just thumped the Dolphins. The Bills play this week. Patriots are also 1-4, so they're not doing so hot. Man, our defense has been bad. Not as bad as Miami's, though. Miami's given up 167 points. They're 3-2. Well, that is one bad division right there. Man, we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Just got to, this is a must win. Zach Wilson out. Trey Lance in. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Thanks to everybody that stopped in tonight. Hit the thumbs up. There's 12 big ones out there. Thank you, Wesley Garber, for the donation. I really appreciate that, man. And it's a big one. Next episode, episode 16. Big one against the Bills at Highmark Stadium. Taking on top threat Stephon Diggs. We'll see if we can get this baby going, man. It's been a rough start. Let's go check out something. How'd the Niners do? Good for him. Of course. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you all. Jets are moving to Houston. Be on the lookout. Good night, y'all.
Yo, some boy did me dirty.